right. Hey everybody, welcome. Happy to have you here. It's Friday. We made it to the end of yet another week. So here we go. We've been doing this class at noon every day this week. And every day this week we've had a little different focus or something that we kind of tried to mold the class around. So we've done everything from hips to shoulders to core work to yesterday we did heart openers, and we're going to finish off the week with a whole bunch of twists. So that's the plan. I will tell you, a lot of the twisting poses we are going to do today are going to have some hamstrings elements to them. So you'll kind of get a bonus hamstrings class out of this twist class, because you'll see some things like revolved triangle, twisted half moon, that type of stuff. So there will be a little extra love for the backside body today as well, but mostly the focus is going to be on twisting. So we'll try to put together as many different rotations as we can, and I'm going to try to keep you at about 45-50 minutes max, and we'll take it one step at a time like we always do. Remember that if something isn't working well in your body or you just need to change it up for any reason today, please be a good yogi and listen to what you need, listen to what your body wants. Make adjustments as you go along. It's all part of the process of learning more about what works for your practice, what works for you, and really building mindfulness and awareness. So, all that said and done, let's start out in child's pose. We're going to begin in just a comfortable version, maybe a little bit more space between your knees than you usually would provide yourself, so that your belly can relax and rest between your thighs. Let your forehead come down. Soften and release any tension you feel there across the bridge of your nose, through your cheekbones. Relax your jaw. Loosen up the corners of your mouth and relax the corners of your eyes. Then just let the upper body be pretty soft here as well. There's nothing you need to do. If you want to sweep the arms back, if that feels better to you, and slump the shoulders forward, you sure can. I kind of like stacking my forearms up and bringing my head down to rest here. They're all good options. You find the one that works best for you, and then right away let's turn on the breath today. So exaggerate your next inhale just to get your attention. And then really push all of your exhale out. Just try that a few times. Going out of your way here to exaggerate the sound, the feel, the length of the breath in. And exhale it all out. You guys keep focusing on the breath right there. I'll be right back. There we go. So a few more here. So much of the breathing that we do in the course of any given day is really shallow. Very rarely do we stop and remind ourselves that, our body is comprised almost entirely, more so than any other function. This body that we live in is devoted to respiration, to breathing, everything down to your skin, right? So use your full capacity to breathe. Fill up not just your lungs, but breathe past the lungs and down deep into the belly. Notice how it feels to be full of fresh, oxygenated breath. And then exhale, let all that old, stale prana energy, whatever you relate to in your body, let that go. Just offer it up, and along with it, you can send any thoughts of anticipation, expectation, worries, regrets, anything that has to do with the past or the future. Do yourself a favor. Let it go, man. You can't change it, so why worry any longer about it? Instead, take this time to just be aware, be present, observe how your body feels. Keep working on lengthening and deepening your breath, and we'll go about 3 more full cycles here before we start to move. And one more time, breathe in. And exhale everything out. Next deep breath in, let's come on up. Find your hands and knees for a moment. Make some little movements through your spine. Adjust your stance. Swing out the neck, the shoulders. And just swish the hips around in space. Get things moving. And then we'll come right into our very first twist. Simple, easy, open twist to your right side. Right arm reaches up, and just hold that for a moment. Notice the space across your chest. If you did heart openers with me yesterday, you might be feeling a little bit aware of that space around your shoulders and your heart center today. We really did do some big opening yesterday, so. And if not, then enjoy this first open stretch for a while. Maybe you haven't gotten into this part of your body in a little bit. But on your exhale, we're going to thread the needle, and we're going to do kind of a fancy threaded needle today. We're going to scoop this right arm through, and as we're scooping, we're going to send the left leg out. So I'm going to kick my left foot out. I'm pushing through the knife edge or the pinky toe edge of my foot so that it's flat on the ground, and then lower all the way down to your right shoulder. Relax. Let your hips kind of drop back in space so that you're getting a little hamstring stretch going here right off the bat on the left side. And then let's sweep the left arm forward and try to drop your left armpit or roll that shoulder down. So now you can feel the space between the shoulder blades, thoracic spine, mid-back stretch here. Good. 3, 2, exhale completely, and 1. Slide your left hand in to help brace you as you inhale. Start to unwind, bring both knees back to the mat. Right arm comes back up once more. Maybe a little circle with your shoulder would feel good. Once or twice around. Switch that direction. Just loosening up the upper body, and then release. We'll take it down. Left arm comes up. Hold right there. Open twist to the left side, rotating, working to stack the shoulders. Breathe deep. 3, 2, and 1. Thread the needle through, and at the same time, right about here, you're going to kick that right leg out, push through the pinky edge of the foot, and lower all the way to your shoulder. Once you're down, comfortable and steady in this posture, reach your right hand forward and drop your hips back. Let them get heavy. This is one of my all-time favorite stretches. I just love it. It's like got a little thing going for the shoulders, and a little bit for the chest, and a little for the upper back, and a little bit for the hamstrings. There's even a little hip flexor action going here. It's kind of a nice all-purpose stretch. And if you have any restorative yoga gear around, like if you have some bolsters or blankets and you can get something kind of propped in between your left calf and your glutes so that you can sit back on something, you can just hang out in this pose for like 10 minutes and it feels great. Of course, you can do it without props as well. But you know, something to think about if you get bored. Press up slowly Unwind. Left arm comes out from underneath of you. Right knee comes back to the mat, and then just stretch up there one more time. Roll the wrist. Give the shoulder a little twirl around once or twice. Shake it all out, and then bring it back down to the mat. We'll spread all 10 fingers wide. Press through the palms. Curl the toes. Up and back to your first downward facing dog when you're ready. And right away, start pedaling through the feet. Let's keep working on warming up those hamstrings, because we are going to get into some pretty deep hamstring postures, triangle, revolve, half moon. Pretty quick into the practice today, so we want things to get warmed up. Bend and release the knees a few times. Good. Give your heart a nice big push back towards your thighs. And then we're going to start in with some warm-up salutes right away from down dog today. Pretty much a sun salutation with an added little lunge twist. And we'll take the right leg up to get things going. Inhale here, just a nice kick up. You can open up the hips for a breath if you'd like. You can bend or open from the knee or the hip. And then square back off, and we'll start with a low lunge. Carefully, slowly step your foot through. Might take you a couple steps to get that foot where you want it. Good. Sink in. You can set your left knee down, or you can just let it hover if you're looking for a little bit more in your hamstrings. Big twist to the right. This posture is oftentimes nicknamed dragonfly. Your arms here are like your dragonfly wings, right? And then that left leg behind you is like your little dragonfly tail. So push back through your left heel, rotate around, bring your navel a little closer to the inside of your right thigh, and now breathe. 3. So twisting is, it's a good way to detox your body. It's a great way to get things moving and get things going. But really, a twist needs a little breath along with it to make it work, right? So big exhales, and anytime we're rotating, we're putting a little bit of pressure on all of our breathing organs, so we have to actually put forth an even bigger effort. Get all of your exhale out right here. 2, 1. Both hands come down, and then we'll take a look forward and step to the top of the mat. Set your feet side by side or close together and fold over your legs. If you want to squeeze in a little bit deeper, maybe take the hands back behind and lock them together. You can do chest expansion. Really be honest with what your body needs here. 3. I'm going to back up just a little bit. 2. And 1. And then next inhale, release the arms, roll and stack. We'll bring it all the way up to stand. Once you're upright, let's just go right away today. All the way up through Urdhva Hastasana. Nice standing stretch. Exhale, fold. Right back down. Half lift and lengthen here. Now step your right foot back. Here's your other side. Low lunge. Right knee can hover, or it can come all the way down. It's up to you. Left arm up and open. Dragonfly twist. Here to the left. Big exhales. 5, 4, 3. Keep rotating. 2, and 1. Hands down, straight to down dog or a vinyasa. I'll leave it up to you. If you don't want a vinyasa, fine. Take an extra breath in down dog. Otherwise, high plank, inhale. Low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana on the exhale. Lift your heart through, Urdhva, Mukha, Svanasana. Back to down dog, Adho Mukha. All right, so there it is, once through on each side. Now we're going to go through it a couple more times and just start moving with the breath. We'll let the left leg lead the way this time. Left leg up high. Take a moment, bend your knee, open your hip, do your thing here. This will be the only real pause that we take. 2, and 1. And now we'll flow. Left foot comes through on the exhale, step into the lunge. 1 breath in, reach up. There's your twist. On the exhale, hands down and step to fold. Half lift and lengthen. Fold a little deeper right there. You can grab your ankles, give them a squeeze. Reverse and rise. Sweep it all the way up to the top. Exhale, dive right back down to the bottom. Inhale. Left foot steps back on the exhale. Right arm reaches up for the twist. Breathe in. Hands to the mat, high plank, chaturanga, or back to down dog and no vinyasa. Good. Take it up and back. We're back to the right leg. We'll go through one more on each side. Right leg high, kick it up. How about we twist here under the body? Try to tap your right knee to your left elbow. Take it back up on your inhale. Good. Step it through. Exhale, you sink a little deeper into the lunge. Right arm comes up. Both hands down, step into fold. That's a big breath. A lot happens on that exhale. Half lift one time. Fold deeper, squeeze. Reverse and rise. Bring it up to stand. Going all the way to the top of your mat. Trying to find a good space to work around this light fixture. Causes me too much grief, I swear. But this is kind of the only room I have in my house to do this. Good. On the exhale here, right foot steps back. Left arm comes up. Full breath in. Both hands to the mat. Optional vinyasa or right to downward facing dog. If you're moving through, inhale, up dog or cobra. Meet us in down dog. We'll take one last warm up here. Starts with the left leg. Kick it high underneath your body and twist. Try to tap your right elbow. Take it back up. Breathe in. Good. Step through. Here's the lunge. You know what's happening by now. One big twist followed by a great big fold at the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Little bit deeper. Maybe you come in slightly further into that forward fold now that the hamstrings are warming up. Take it to the top. Dive it back down. Look out here. Left foot goes back. Inhale. There's your twist. And exhale. Final vinyasa. For now, we'll get a couple more once we build our big flow for the day. But once you get back into this downward facing dog, go ahead. Drop to your knees. Take 3 breaths in child's pose. Just reset everything. And then we'll start building. Two. And exhale completely. 1. All right, come on up. Tabletop again. Little opportunity here to just kind of move things around a little bit. Cats and cows, hip swivel, anything else that's calling to you. I'm going to make a wardrobe change here. All right, and then we'll meet back in our down dog once again, and let's start to build. We're gonna get through this flow 2 times. The first time, we'll end with some balance pose work, and the second time, we'll end with a nice pigeon pose stretch, okay? So first time through, and we'll take the right leg up. We start just like we did before. Exhale, let's try that twist again. Underneath your body, tap your left elbow. Good. Take it back up on the inhale. Let's step through. Sink in deep. You can put this twist in right here once more. Dragonfly pose. On the exhalation, both hands come down. Listen close. We're going to step to the top of the mat. Fold over the legs. Bend the knees. Sit back. Utkatasana, fierce pose. So find that perfect spot where your booty's down low enough that your toes are light enough that you can lift them. You can set them all back down, squeeze everything in, palms come together, and let's rotate. We're taking it around to the right. Now, if your elbow doesn't hook outside your right knee, no problem. Put it between your knees. Just find a good spot for it, and then keep dropping your tailbone down and working your heart closer to your thumbs. 3, 2, and 1. Take a look down. Listen close. We're not going to release just yet. You're gazing at the ground. Your left foot is going to step back from this position. So, big breath in. Good. Left foot steps back. Now you can bring that elbow around to hook on the outside if you're not already there. Option to drop down to the back knee would be a nice modification here. Otherwise, you're pressing firmly through the left heel. Parivrita, Anjaneyasana, revolved lunge position for 3, 2, and 1. Take a look down, hands come to the ground, pause right there for a breath. Just hold that lunge. We're going to take a baby step up with our back foot. So we're just going to scoot that back foot up a little bit. That'll push your hips up high. And now spin your back heel down and your toes out a tad. So looking at your feet, left toes are just open to the diagonal. All 5 of your right toes are pointing forward. Hold and stretch over your right shin. It's just a slightly modified version of pyramid pose. All right. And then we're going to use strong legs and core. And on the next inhalation, we're going to wind this pose up and open the arms out so that you're set up here as if you're going to take triangle. And let's reverse triangle first. So we're just going to tilt this pose up and back. Right side body gets really long. Stretch it all out. We want the right side to stay long as we start moving into the full expression of the posture here. Utthita Trikonasana. Come back through center and now reach with me. Good. Keep reaching toward me. Further, further, further. Keep going, going, going. On the exhale, God, let the right hand just softly fall down. Take your gaze up. Stack the left shoulder over the top. You need a baby bend in your front knee, no problem. If you're pretty flexible and you want to go deeper, first 2 fingers and thumb around your big toe. Make sure that grabbing for your foot doesn't cause you to collapse. Keeping the length is what we're here for, right? Hamstrings are getting another good stretch here in triangle. 2, 1. Inhale, we're going to come all the way back up. Again, don't be afraid to bend that knee if you tend to lock it out. Rise all the way to your reverse stretch one more time. Viparita Trikonasana. Now on the exhale, we're going to turn the chest forward. Put your right hand on your hip, and if you feel like you still need to take a little step forward with that back foot, if you're too far, just make an adjustment. That's why we're going slow this first time, so we can feel it. Yeah, hips forward. Left arm's going to reach, 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 reach. Keep going, 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 going until you can't go any further. Drop the left hand down, rotate, open, right arm comes up. Revolved triangle. In my opinion, I think this might be the deepest of all the yoga twists. There's so much going on in this posture. Lots of rotation in the low belly, the low back. The hamstrings are about as full-blown extended as can be. And then we've got the stacking up of the shoulders. It takes a lot of breath, right? So exhale fully. 2 and 1. On this first round, we'll take both hands down to the ground and just catch a little breather here. Then look forward. Moving into revolved half moon. I told you there was a lot of big stuff right off the bat here. We're going to come off the back foot. Left hand is going to stay on the ground and it might scoot forward a little bit. Kind of help counterbalance yourself. If you leave this hand way in here, you're going to be off balance right away. You can tell, right? So move it forward a tad. Then again, slowly start working that rotation. Flex your lifted foot. That left foot will help keep the hips square and you'll get more rotation that way. Right? Good. If you fall out of it, you fall out of it. It's no big deal. At least you're working hard, right? I'm all over the place here today. 3, 2, and 1. Both hands come down. Hold right here in standing split. You need a little break. Bend your right knee. It's a lot. It's a challenging sequence. 2, and 1. We're going to look forward. Listen close. Keep that right knee soft and see if you can just start to lift yourself up without setting your left foot down. Bring your left knee right up around to the front. Okay? Bend the left knee. Lift it as high as you can. Hands are at heart center until you're steady. We're going to take the right hand and grab the left knee, or bendy folk, you might have to grab the inner arch of your left foot. On the exhale, send your left hand back. Maybe you're kicking that foot forward. Otherwise, you're just holding the knee and opening up a nice standing balance twist. Oftentimes, this posture is called dancing Shiva. Breathe. Parivrita. Uttita Hasta Parambushtasana is the full name of this posture. Revolved, extended, balancing hand to foot pose. For 2 and 1. Nice job. Release, shake everything out. Okay. Take it up and over. Exhale, fold down. Little vinyasa here if you want it. Lengthen. Step, walk, or hop. If you don't want a vinyasa, you just step back to down dog and wait. We'll come through and then push back. Left leg lifts high when you find your downward facing dog. Give a little kick up. Good. Twist underneath the body. Try to tap your right elbow. Back up again. Breathe in. Step through. Here's your low lunge. Hips drop and we're twisting. First one is low here. Little dragonfly pose. Release. We step forward and fold at the top of the mat on the exhale. Bend the knees. Next breath in. Chest comes up. Drop a little bit deeper. Utkatasana. Parivrita. Revolved is the next part of the puzzle. So either elbow right there between those knees if that gives you better leverage. Otherwise, you're going outside the left knee. Keep dropping the hips. Rotating your heart closer to your thumbs. 4, 3, 2. Take a look down at the ground. 1. We're going to step that right foot back. 1, 2, 3, go. Nice. Push through your heel. Anchor that right side of the posture. Then rotate deeper to the left. Use your bandhas here. Pull your navel up and in. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Take a little breather. Hands come down. Just stay in the lunge for a moment. And then scoot your right foot up. Little baby step. Toes turn out slightly. Heel comes down. Fold over the left shin. Pressing through both heels. So in other words, your stance is short enough that both of your heels are on the ground, no matter what, even if you're bending the left knee, no problem. When you're ready, just take a little look to your right. We're going to wind this baby up and open. Remember, we'll stand up and find our triangle stance. So as you rise, make adjustments if you need to. Hips and shoulders are open to the right, and then we're going to tilt just slightly through the center of the body and reach, 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 reach. Longer, longer. Hang in there. Can't go any further. Then you relax the left hand and you really lift through the top hand. Right? I think one of my favorite things I ever heard a teacher say about this pose is that this posture moves in every direction. You should feel like you are being stretched from north to south, east to west, equal and opposite forces in every direction. Really expansive pose. 2 and 1. Take it up. Go back to that little reverse. We kind of forgot the first one, but that's okay. We'll get this one in. Good. And then bring your chest forward. And now we'll just grab the hips for a moment, steer them along for the ride. I can tell right there that I need to adjust my back foot, right? I need to turn it forward a little bit. Yep. Right arm comes up. Reach here. Push back through the heels and the tailbone. Get as long as you can be. When you can't reach any further, drop the hand, work the rotation. Twisting to the left, Parivreta, Trikonasana. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the mat. You get a slight pause on this first round. We're going to flow this in a second, and then you'll see we'll make the transition a little bit smoother between these two. Thinking about revolved half moon coming up next. As you come off your back foot, move your right hand forward a little bit and twist again. So think that someone just took your triangle twisted, that revolved posture that we did a moment ago, and they just rotated it 180 degrees forward, right? Still the same sensation. Still working to stack the shoulders. Yeah. Now we've got that balance element, so we're working harder. Please don't forget to breathe. 2, 1, hands to the ground, standing split for a moment here. Find the breath. We've got more balancing coming, and so set your focus, use your bandhas, look forward, slowly start to take your hands off the ground. This don't have to be pretty, right? Just as long as you can come up. Good. Try not to set that right foot down all the way up front. Bring that knee as high as you can. If you want to hold the knee, just grab it with your left hand. If you want to hold the bottom of your foot, grab right there. Work to extend that leg and twist open to your right. There it is. Dancing Shiva pose for 5, 4, 3, breathe 2, and 1. Release. Shake it all loose at the top of your mat. Let it go. Arms come up on your inhale, full body stretch, and exhale, fold down. Vinyasa if you'd like. Step, walk, or hop it back. All right, we're going to flow this one time, and then we'll do a third round. So really it's just 2 flows, but this one we'll take it through one time with the breath. The next one we'll just stretch and add our pigeon pose. So right leg up high. Here we go. One knee to your left elbow. Exhale big time right there. Kick it back up. Step through. Find a low lunge. Right arm reaches up, one breath in your low twist. On your exhale, hands come down. Push your hips up. Step your back foot in slightly and drop your heel. Yeah? Inhale all the way up. Reverse triangle. Push through your feet. Take your first stretch back. We'll do this twice. Here's once. Exhale all the way down to the bottom of your triangle pose. Inhale, bring it back up. Moving with the breath. If we're going too quick for you, you can always slow down. Exhale, back down. This time, switch hands. Left one down, right one up. Full breath in, revolve. Take a look down on your breath out. Don't release the pose. Just shift forward. Go right into revolved half moon. Inhale there. Dive down on the exhale, standing split. Gaze forward. Take your hands to your heart. Lift yourself up through warrior 3. Bring your knee or your foot around front and grab it with your right hand. Exhale. Kick out and open to the twist. Hold it for the breath in. And release on the breath out. A little bit different when you move with the breath, right? Takes you through a full body stretch, Urdhva Hastasana, and back through a Vinyasa. Lengthen. High to low, Chaturanga. If you're getting pooped out, skip the Vinyasa. Just step it back to down dog. Give yourself an extra breather. Sneak a little child's pose if you need one. You know your body best. Good. Let's hit that left side one time. Left leg up. Under the body, tap the right elbow, twist. Good. High up on the inhale and back through the low lunge on the exhale. Hips drop, left arm comes up and release. Hands down. Now push the hips high. Little step in with the back foot, turn the toes out. Next inhale, you wind all the way up and back to reverse triangle pose. Exhale, open your triangle, take it straight down. Right arm comes up. Inhale, up and back again. On this reverse, take it back and maybe lift your heart a little bit more toward the sky. So you're already squaring off those shoulders. And on the exhale, you just switch hands. Right one comes down, left one goes up, revolved. From revolved triangle, look down at the ground. Scoot forward a little bit on the lift. Revolved half moon, big inhale. Exhale, dive down, standing split hold. Look forward, soften the left knee, hands to the heart. Slowly do your best to bring it up without letting go. Right knee comes up. Grab that knee or the inner arch of your foot and exhale. Out to the twist. Stay for a deeper breath in and release on the breath out. Hands up overhead. Go ahead and dive it down. All right, half lift right here. Listen close. We're going to skip a few things. Left foot steps back. All right, sink in. We'll come back to this. Arms come up and over. Revolve. We took this out in the flow, but now we're going to bring it back. Hold that stretch for a moment. 2. And 1. Hands back down. Lift off the back foot briefly. Stretch it out. Good. On the exhale this time, instead, we're going to sweep the left leg behind the right and take it all the way down to a seat. Right knee stays right here in front of your chest. Left arm comes around to hook. We'll lengthen through the spine. So we made some little game time adjustments here to fit this all in, but that's all right. That's the sign of a good class, right? Is that sometimes it doesn't always go exactly like you think it might, because if you're paying good attention to your body, things are going to change. Rotate around a little further. Give it one more deep exhale. Good. Unwind, other way around. Take a quick little counter twist. Back through center, and then we're going to take this right foot, swing it all the way around behind you. Prop yourself up on your hands and scoot your left knee over to the left edge of your mat so that your shin comes across and you're set up for pigeon. Drop down to the forearms if you'd like, or stay on your hands for a moment just to let your hips settle in. And then if you want to twist your pigeon pose today, you can twist this posture as well. You can twist about any posture if you think about it. And to do it, you thread your needle. Just like we did way back at the start of the class, right arm's going to come through. I'm going to go all the way down to my right shoulder. Look to the left and relax your right ear down. And then you can stack up your palms and kind of push to straight arms if you want to stretch your upper back. You can tuck your left arm around, make a half bind. Maybe you find your foot or your toes to hang on to. Or my personal favorite is just to stretch that left arm forward. And again, kind of work on dropping my left shoulder and armpit down. And let's give that a couple deep, full cycles of breath. Unwind. If you took it through to that twisted pigeon, if you're already up on your hands, then just walk them in. We'll press through the palms, and this should let us just release. Take the left leg up high, shake it out a little bit. Step that foot through into a deep low lunge. Inhale, bring it up. Draw the palms together, big exhale to rotate. We get this Paririta Anjaneyasana posture here one more time. Revolved crescent lunge. Get all of that rotation. Now's your chance. 3, 2, and 1. Hands down. Take a little standing split lift, just long enough to fold. Gaze forward. Swing the right leg behind, and as you sweep it down to a seat, you make a little adjustment so that your right knee stays close to your chest. Hug or hook your right elbow around. Lengthen as you sit tall and work that twist with me. 3 big exhales. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Unwind. Quick little twist to the other side. Square off to the front and swing. Left leg around behind. As you lift up, slide your right knee across your mat to find your pigeon position. You can stay up here. You can come down here. You can honestly make any version of this pose you'd like, but try to match what you did on the first side. So if you came through and twisted with me, we're just gonna sneak that left arm underneath, down to the left shoulder, down to the left ear. Right arm can go behind the back, overhead, or out to match the left palm. And we breathe. Feel the rise and fall of your back. Think about the back side of your lungs. Fill them up. Deeper into your belly. Take one more little sip of air, and then slowly, like a valve, let that breath back out nice and slow. Three, 2, and 1. Now you know that if you're practicing this sequence, any other time, if you pull this one back up again here on Instagram or on the YouTube channel, it'll post there eventually as well. You can always just hit the pause button and stay in these deeper stretches a little bit longer. I just have to work within the confines of whatever time I have here. Instagram doesn't give you any more than an hour, so unwind that pose, and then we're just gonna swing it right around into a seat. Take the legs out front, stretch out, find your toes, Paschimottanasana, or your shins, whatever you can comfortably reach for. While I have you here, I'll remind you that I'm going to teach a class 11 a.m. right here on Instagram on Sunday morning, kind of a solstice-y, meditation-y, kind of restorative mala, if that's a thing. I'm making it a thing. So feel free to join me. We'll do a little bit of movement, of course. There'll be that moving meditation aspect of a mala, but with way softer postures. So no sun salutations, don't worry about that. This will be totally appropriate for anybody. And then, maybe a little chanting, some intention setting, all that good stuff, because we have all this wild energy coming at us this weekend with the solstice. Couple of other pretty cool astrological things going on in the universe this week. So just a nice time to get ready to make it through the holidays, make sure that we're of sound mind and body. And I'd love it if you could join me. And that's going to be my last class on Instagram for a whole month. I won't be back until February. I'm going to take a little break, take care of myself for a little while, and then regroup and start again in February. So make sure that you hop on if you want to do one more live one with me. Otherwise, I have a world of things for you here on the internet to do anytime you'd like. Those of you who've been making donations, if you can keep it up, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. If you can't donate, that's okay too. I want you to take care of your bodies and be healthy. So that's mostly why I do this, is because I care about you guys and I want to see you all on the flip side of this whole crazy year. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. Go ahead and lie down on your back. I've turned sideways just for your benefit, but you can just lie straight down on your back. You know we're going to finish with one final little spinal twist, right? So here it is. You can let your knees go really honestly, whichever side you like most. But anyway, so keep yourself practicing through the new year, and I will, you never know, I might be able to jump on once or twice and join you in in January at some point. I just really don't know what all my schedule is going to be like, because I'm going to be on a little trip. So I don't know. I can't plan at this point, but I'm sure you guys will be just fine without me for a little while. And if you need me, you know where to find me. Right here on the IGTV, or dial up the YouTube, and there's, I think up to like, by the end of this week, there'll be like 130 different classes on there for you. So I feel pretty good about that. And I hope you guys do too. Take the other side of your twist. Make sure you give it a few breaths. Wait until your body feels really nicely balanced out, evened out, relaxed. And I would say, when you get done with that second side, just be done. You know, let your body unravel and just enjoy the sensation of going right into Shavasana. Don't do anything else. If you really have to, if you really must, of course, do what you do. But otherwise, sigh out a few big breaths and then just give yourself a couple moments here. And if you have the time and you can give yourself a few minutes, several minutes, as much time as you physically have to continue resting and relaxing, that's how much time I would recommend. As much as there is. Try not to rush yourself out of this pose. I'm going to encourage you, as always, to just stay where you're at. Please continue to enjoy your Shavasana. I just want to come up, take an opportunity to say namaste. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. And if I don't see you on Sunday, I'll see you very soon. Take good care of each other. Take good care of yourself. Happy holidays. Adios.